Hello, we are Team 10. Our project is developing a web-based application to explore the use of color for data visualization over time. It is sponsored by the University of Nottingham. We are a team of 7 and we are supervised by Robert Laramie. The key goal of our project is to create a tool that can allow users to explore how color use within the context of data visualization has changed over time and analyze what specifically has and hasn't changed. The user can search through 31,481 images that are included as part of the VIS 30K collection, which spans over 30 years of images provided by the IEEE Visualization Conference Series. The context behind our project is that as technology has rapidly developed over the course of the past decades, there's been a noticeable change in how data is being represented and visualized, both in and out of academia. Our project revolves around analyzing and studying the nature of this change and intends to allow users both to reflect on past changes and also make predictions about the future of data visualization, as well as also being able to directly see how color and data visualization are linked together. The app needed to be relatively simple to use and understand, as not all of the intended users are technologically inclined. As a result, we chose to make a web-based application, as it allows for an easy and intuitive UI, as well as also being able to be presented in a very familiar context without the need to download anything. Our app uses React as the front-end framework, Express as the back-end, and MongoDB as our database. We are deploying our app on Vercel and Render. Our project consists of 3 tools: an annotation tool, a validation tool, and a visualization one. The first tool of our project allows a user to annotate a specific image by answering 6 questions that are displayed to them. The questions ask the user to analyze the image and look to see how many colors are in the image, what the colors are being used for, as well as also having to label the image as either difficult or easy to annotate. The user can hover their mouse over the image to zoom in, and can search through any one of the thousands of images in the database, either by clicking on the buttons or navigating directly by image number. However, most users will not always agree about all of the annotations on the images. People will naturally differ on something such as how many colors they see, or they might believe that the color is being used for a different purpose. Thus, we created a validation tool to allow for cross-referencing of annotations between users, both as a method to ensure quality and also as a quick and easy way to alter the user's own annotations. Once you have logged in and you have chosen this tool, you will be able to see a series of icons that represent each of the questions asked. For example, the flower icon represents that the color choice is aesthetical, while the paint symbol represents that the image uses multiple colors. Your answers will be highlighted in blue, and you will also be able to select another user's answers, which will then be highlighted in purple. If the data matches, then the icon is shown in green, and if not, the user is able to update their own answers to match, or alternatively send a message to the other user asking them to update their answer. Clicking on the image will redirect the user back to the annotation tool, allowing them to see the image in greater detail. The user can also select how many images and rows should be shown per page. Our final tool was the exploration tool. This tool allows the user to filter through all of the images in the database and find one with specific annotations. You can filter by color type, mapping, usage, whether or not there is a color legend, or how hard the image was to annotate. And finally, also, you can filter by how many colors are in the image. You could also filter by a specific year using the slider. Clicking on the image brings up an expanded view upon it. For our future visions, we would like to have the exploration tool have an automatic detection of black and white images that we could apply to the entire dataset instead of only showing our validated images. For the annotation tool, we would like to add more questions to allow for more in-depth analysis of the images. We would also like to open this project up to the public, particularly those to academics to help aid in their research projects. This would mean that our web app could expand, have a much larger users, and also that we would be getting more annotations, ultimately resulting in a more accurate database.